But just like with anything else, practice, practice, practice. And practice doesn't make perfect, but practice makes better. So there you go. Hey, what's up everybody? John here, Delighted Acres Farm. And today is Saturday. The sun is shining, there's a breeze blowing, and it is gorgeous outside. Yesterday, Good Friday. Tomorrow, Easter Sunday. And today is the day in between. And so out here, gonna be working outside for a little bit. Kelly got up this morning and put a pork roast in the crock pot for dinner tonight. She got some homemade bread going in the bread maker, and she is doing some other stuff in the house today. We got some tomato plant starts that are setting out, trying to get them hardened off in the sunshine, and getting ready to get those planted here in the next couple of weeks sometime. Yeah, and so we just got stuff going. You've seen other videos, previous videos. We got onions planted, we got carrots planted, and cabbage. We got cabbage in the ground, and we also got strawberry plants that are in some tubs. And so, yeah, things are going good. Just watched some bumblebees in some of the clover and some hummingbird moths recently. Spring is here. Summer will be here way too soon. So we got a lot to do. So today, my plan is to go around and collect all of the garden hoses that we have here at the house to see how many of them are still good, how many of them just need to be thrown away or can be repurposed for something else, or if we can cut lengths out of them for whenever we do our soaker hoses, because kind of our plan is we're going to put soaker hoses out in the garden. And whenever we do that, we kind of want short hoses to come off of a splitter from our hydrant so that we don't have to have a whole bunch of just hoses everywhere. That way we have the right amount of hose without just having too much. And we don't want to have our soaker hoses all over the place either, like connecting from bed to bed to bed, because then we just have a lot of wastewater. And yeah, anyway, so today what I'm going to do, collect the hoses, see what's good, see what needs to be replaced, all that stuff. And who knows, there may be some other stuff in here today. You just gonna have to wait, watch, see what happens. So anyway, you guys, I hope the wind's not messing with you right now, because it's blowing, which I don't care that it's blowing, but it's Oklahoma, and so that's just what it does. So anyway, you guys, thanks for watching. Here we go. right, hose number one. Just a little leak, but mostly it's okay. Well, it doesn't arc so well if there's spiders and junk up inside that. Let's see. But the hose works. But this is one that long ago has been repurposed. Actually had another end put on it that probably could be redone again. Appears to be good. This is another one that long ago was adjusted or had a new end put on, and it looks like it's weathering a little bit because it's plastic. So keep this one. I'll probably keep the hose, but might get another end. But well, oh look, that hose is cracking. So call all of these hoses okay for now. They either will work right out as a hose, or they'll work to be able to cut them and make shorter hoses, connecting hoses. So we'll probably wind up getting just a couple of really good hoses at some point, but right now we've got what we need. It'll just be nice to get some brand new ones, because like I said, most of these are old or repaired or whatever, and we have a really good hose that we've been using to water with, but we're just trying to make things more convenient and to work better, less work for us in the long run. Like so we're going to put down our soaker hose here in the garden pretty soon, if not today, at some point, maybe tomorrow. Well, tomorrow afternoon we're having Easter afternoon and lunch at with family and stuff, and so anyway, very soon we're putting down the soaker hoses. We're gonna map it out, see what we need, see how many short pieces we're gonna need, see how many adapters we're gonna have to get, to replace the ends whenever we cut the hose. So yeah, just a lot of figuring that has to be done. Anyway, it's good to know we got hoses that we can do those things with, and like I said, we'll get some new ones at some point. Anyway, so y'all, we've got cabbage. Well, let's see, you'll need to see me again. We had our cabbages that we planted right through here, and they're very leggy, very long and leggy. It looks like they are not in the ground far enough, but y'all, they are solid. They're solid in the ground, and it's just a matter of letting them mature into the full plant. They were looking pretty wimpy here just a couple days ago, and Kelly watered them, and they just popped right back up. A lot of them stood right back up. But we've got our onion. I don't know if you can tell, but this bed right here, they were the little bulb sets, and most of them have green coming up. The stalks are coming up, which is pretty awesome, because that's what we want to see. Because it was, like I said, just little bulbs. Most of them didn't have a little thing whenever we put them in the ground, and most of them now have stalks coming up. The ones that were full sets that actually already had stalks, most of them also are growing up out of the protective onion skin sheath that it comes in. So yeah, so far what we have going is going pretty good. Under the board, of course, like I said the other day, that's where we've got our carrots planted. They haven't started to come up yet. They haven't started to pop. So we have another few days before that's really even a thing. But Kelly's been checking under the board just to make sure that they got enough moisture. And once they do germinate and start to grow, we'll take the boards off. That way they get sunshine and photosynthesis can take place, and all the nutrients from the sun will get in there. And you know, of course, we're gonna have our soaker hoses over all of this. But one thing we're gonna work on is down the middle where the aisles are. There on those aisles, we're thinking about getting something. Either we're going to put the compost there also, or we're going to get something like wood chips or, you know, whatnot, so we cover up that cardboard as well, because that cardboard is going to break down, and at some point that could then cause or allow grass and weeds and stuff to grow up, and that's what we are trying to avoid. So anyway, we also, you see along the edge here, we got to pull that up, clean that, however that's going to look for us. So anyway, things are going good. We're really happy with the way this is going. We have a lot of work still left to do, but as we can, we get out here and we do work. So I don't know how you guys are doing, if y'all have already put in a garden or starting to, if y'all are fully into it, or if you're like us and you do a little as you can, a little bit at a time as you can. Here in just a little bit, probably I'm going to get those tubs right there and clean them all up real good, so that I can get the materials to make those into wicking tubs. And I think I've said it before, but let me just kind of go through this. So these are mineral tubs, lick tubs for cattle, and they make them for cows and goats and sheep and other different size of animals. They make different size of these tubs. Like I said, these are for cattle, and a couple of friends of mine that have cows, they have gifted these to me, and so we will utilize those. So what you do is you get these all cleaned out, get some 6-inch black pipe, like drain pipe, or it's the flexible pipe. We get 6-inch pipe, put it in the bottom, drill a hole at 5 inches, so there's an inch gap, and then you take a landscape fabric, the heavy duty stuff, you put down in there and fill in all the voids between the pipe and the bottom and stuff. You slide a piece of PVC down the side of the tub between the fabric and the side of the tub. You fill the whole thing in with your soil, whatever the soil is that you put in there, and then you fill it real good with water. You plant in it, and then as it goes, it self waters up through the soil. It wicks the water up through the soil to the roots that are then growing down toward the water level. But the trick is the hole that you drill at 5 inches and leaves that 1 inch air gap. So whenever the roots grow down, they self prune. So if it's really long roots on whatever you're growing, it doesn't set in water and then rot. It actually gives that inch of healthy in between soil so that it self prunes with that air gap. So that's the idea. That's what we're going for here in another couple of weeks, because those tubs right there, that's what we're going to put our tomatoes in. And here's our tomatoes right here. And there are a couple tomato plants, 2 or 3 per little planter soil pod. So Kelly wants to separate those, and so that means our tubs, we're gonna need more, which we just recently got a few more. So I think we're gonna have plenty right here. And if we have extra, who knows? We might put something else in those. We might use them for something different. So anyway, yeah. Now, y'all, I checked out the hoses. I got a couple more sitting around some different places, and I'm just gonna leave those because I know those are probably no good, probably gonna have to throw them away. And right now I got something else that I'm gonna work on, and I got a little something from UPS here a couple days ago. I ordered it early in the week, and it came to the house on Thursday. I didn't have time to mess with it on Thursday. Yesterday, no time after I got off work because we had Good Friday service. Like I said, this is Saturday, and I got time, and it's something that is going to come in handy here at Delighted Acres. Let me just give you a hint real quick. It's going to give me aerial shots. So what do you think it is? That's a pretty good giveaway as to what it is. So I got a drone, y'all. I ordered a drone. I've been thinking about it for a long time, and one, just for fun, so that I can actually get views of what's going on out here in the pasture. I can take a look without having to go out there. We got trees way up here. We got a shelter belt of trees, and if I don't want to go up there and actually take a look, I can fly out there, see what's going on, fly back. And we got 6 acres here, so all around here is a total of 6 acres. And so it's not that hard to walk out there, to drive out there, but it's much more fun, I'm sure, to fly out there and not have to go out there. So anyway, y'all, it's just gonna be fun, and I'll be able to use it to get some extra video for YouTube and for the other stuff that we do on social media or whatever. So anyway, I'm going to see what I can do about getting that set up here in just a little bit. Y'all, I'm gonna get busy doing some other stuff. Like I said, I'm going to clean out these tubs and just get those ready to go, and then mess with my drone. So y'all, once again, thanks for watching. Well, y'all, it took a little doing, but I got it in the air. But it's going to take me a little more time of flying it to even get decent with it, because y'all, I ran it into 2 trees. Nothing broke, thankfully, because it didn't hit it very hard, but I ran it into 2 trees. So there's a reason why they say fly it in an open area, and I didn't intend to get in the trees. I figured I was in an open area, but it's hard whenever you think it's going to go left and it goes right and all the stuff like that. So anyway, y'all, the Ruko, it's not too bad so far. I got to get better. The drone's only as good as the operator. So, but just like with anything else, practice, practice, practice. And practice doesn't make perfect, but practice makes better. So there you go. Anyway, you guys, I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope that it was enjoyable to watch. Just from working in with the hoses and all the stuff, I hope it was enjoyable enough that you have made it this far. If so, please like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. That way you know when new stuff comes out. And y'all have a wonderful Resurrection Sunday. Remember that without Christ's resurrection, the death didn't mean anything. So he died for our sins, but he raised from the dead so that he could then ascend into heaven and send the Holy Spirit to be our help and guide. So y'all, trust him today, trust him tomorrow, trust him always. See you guys.